As with the transformation to base mode, the transformation to robot mode requires us to remove some of the parts that we added beforehand. So we remove the robotic arms, the antennas, the big bad gun that does nothing, and its armor, the center of the base, and the big golden thingies that look like loudspeakers. Now we close this panel, fold the red panels backward, take the frontal section and play with it until it goes somewhat like this. Take this panel and flip it backward. And now we basically play with these two sides until they form the robot's legs, like this. Flip it upward once more, and then flip it down. Now, we take the tail section of the scorpion and we start playing with it, trying to maneuver it into position. And beforehand, we also take this piece and flip it backward. And now we take this tab and try to insert it, try to move basically the back to the back of the toy to insert it in that hole. Like this. Now we take the legs of the scorpion and flip them backward. They move kind of stiffly, so it should be done with some care. The other side as well. And now to the dangerous mission of flipping forward the feet of the robot. The feet of the robot are also made of the same golden plastic that disintegrated in some parts of the toy beforehand, so it's a real gamble to try and gently move them forward without stressing any single point on the feet. Like this. Now we take the golden panels that we took off earlier and reattach them, and to the other side. And now we take the shoulders of the toy and move the arms, so basically they form the arms of the robot. Whoops. Well, and we pretty much have Black Zarak now in robot mode. We take one of the twin cannons and put it on the shoulder. Same on the other shoulder. And if you wish, this isn't recommended, but if you wish, you can attach another of the twin cannons to the back of the shoulder, but this kind of limits the articulation on the toy. So this is something that you may want to do, but it isn't necessarily recommended. It looks good, but considering that the cannons are also made of the golden plastic, which we talked about earlier, this is something of a gamble that I'm showing you just to show you that basically it can be done, but you don't want to move the arms around too much if you do something like this. Basically, I would recommend that only attaching the two twin cannons to the front shoulders, and that would be pretty much it. Now we remove the little red plastic that we put on the face of the Scorpion earlier, or face of the robot when he was in Scorpion mode. And now you have Black Zarak in pretty much robot mode. Or at least we try to stand him pretty much in robot mode. Because the half of his back is made of die-cast metal, should I mention that earlier, his stability is, well, you basically need a really flat surface to stand him upright. Now we can take his shield, which has been folded up previously, and try to gently open it up and attach it to his left arm, like this. Onto his other arm, or more precisely into his other arm, you can basically take the gun that he had, reattach the armor to it, again gently, because again golden plastic, and take the gun, and basically there is a tab on in his fist that you can put the gun on and then close the fist like this. This is his first weapon. Second one, as I talked about, is the giant ass spear that he has. This thing is like really big. It comes in two parts that get attached once when you put them together, and I wouldn't recommend taking it apart. And you flip open the second fist and put in his second fist the spear. If you have seen the Master Force series, you know that this spear is used to puncture robots, buildings and whatnot. So it's like a really cool accessory. And thus you have Black Zarak in robot mode in all his glory.